In the studio with us, Marcus Monroe and Corey B. Marcus.
Yes. What's up, Mike?
You don't know how long I've been wanting to get you on the show.
What's going on?
I saw you live one time.
What did I do?
By accident.
Where?
That's how it usually happens.
Yes. I went on a Disney cruise.
Oh my god!
It was my son is 19 now. He was young, so he must have been like maybe 12. So some time ago.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
It was a Disney cruise to Alaska.
Oh yeah.
And Disney has no casinos.
Right.
So this guy was bored.
Yeah.
And I'm with my brother was on the thing, and my brother goes, "This is a comedy show," and I go, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" I go, "It's a cruise comedian, and it's clean comedy." And I go, "This is going to be awful." And he's like, "Well, what do we have to lose?" We went, loved it.
Oh my god.
Loved it so much, Marcus, that I found you on Twitter immediately afterwards and wrote to you and said, "I thought you were going to be awful," and it was fantastic.
Oh, did I write you back?
Yes, you
Hell
said
yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Thank
you were
you.
great.
Awesome, dude.
But I mean,
That's good.
because when you go into it thinking something's going to suck,
Yeah.
you're like, I'll take what I can get. But when you're pleasantly surprised, because nobody wants to see clean comedy as an adult, and
Especially not on a cruise ship.
right? And you know, and I know it's not your fault. You're doing what you can only do there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a Disney ship, so you can only go so far.
Yeah.
And then I'm so were you on America's Got Talent, or were you
No.
somewhere else? Were you something? Because I saw you somewhere else, and I was like, "That's a guy from the cruise."
I mean,
you blew up
I've
somewhere
done
a little
some
bit.
TV, yeah, and I've done some social media videos that have blown up.
Oh, I've seen you all over
Yeah.
social media. I
Okay,
know.
okay, cool.
Corey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
You've come to town once or twice,
Yeah.
and a couple of people are like Corey B, and I'm like, okay, well, I was unfamiliar, and I was like, we had a lot going on. This time, people are blowing up. Corey B. I don't even know. I have no idea what you do, Corey. All I know is that you are.
Welcome to the show.
Usually,
Well, I don't
usually
do
it's
cruise
the other way
ships, so
around.
I'm sorry.
No, this is so great. Usually, everyone knows Corey, and no one knows who I am.
Right.
So this is
Yeah.
great. This is awesome.
I do carnival cruise ships. Different crowd.
Different crowd, I get you. No, what I'm saying is that I'm also 53 years old. I'm a little out of touch now, but people have been asking me to have you on the show, and that doesn't happen very often.
You know what's crazy is I did radio.
Yes, I heard that.
Yes, I did radio when I was young and coming up, and I was listening to you here
Really?
in Tampa. Yeah.
Where were you at, FLZ?
I was at FLZ,
which is where I got started.
I started with Rat Boy and Stay Puft.
Okay, I love those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got me sued because they had me play a bit called Corey the Naked Cowboy.
Right,
So
and then the Naked Cowboy sued you.
Yeah, so he sued us, and I had to stay away from the station. They brought me back, and they hired me, and I worked part-time for like 3 years there.
No kidding.
Yeah, man.
Listen to me. I'll tell you right now. That station's pretty much garbage now. But back in the day, I mean, that is one of the best jump-off points you could have for anything.
It was great coming from there. Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, of all people to get sued by, the Naked Cowboy.
Yeah. I was working at a Cash America pawn shop when they. I was working day shift there, and they were like, "Hey, Tommy Chuck, who was he called me up, and he was like, hey, just gotta let you know that you can't come in anymore." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because they sued us for like $80,000." It's like, it wasn't even my fault. I just was doing what I was told.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put it on you.
Yeah, they put it on.
That's
me,
what
yeah.
happens when you're like at the bottom
Exactly.
of the
Yeah,
chain.
absolutely.
Yeah, they want as least much separation as possible.
But I did social media for a long time now, probably about 11 years, and that's how I've really gained my popularity.
So I am still amazed by this that we know, like we did that list the other day from Rolling Stone, a top 25. I don't even know what they said, was it influencers or something?
Yeah.
And I didn't know half of them, but I know that they have millions and millions of followers. And I'm not that much out of touch. You know what I mean? I have kids, so I kind of pay attention to things a little bit.
Yeah, but you don't do deep dives in this. It's crazy because some of the people I saw in there, I was like, yo, I have 23 million followers across all platforms, and I've never got any recognition. So every time I see those, I get butthurt.
Yeah,
it's like a radio award. You know what I mean? If you see someone that's not been doing it that long,
getting the award,
what?
That's why we don't pay attention to the Creative Loafing Awards anymore.
Exactly.
They started giving them away to podcasters who have no followers, just people who vote for themselves. You're like, it's garbage now. Okay, so when was the first time you started blowing up? When you were like, okay, this is getting
probably
big?
like 10 years ago, I had a video that hit 1 million views.
What was it?
It was guys driving with their girlfriends. Be like, and it was like it was basically a back and forth. Me pretending like I was my girlfriend at the time, and how we drive with each other. And she's like, wrong turn, too many bumps, and this and that. And it was very relatable, so it blew up. And then I just kept on that every time.
And what was that on? Was that on Twitter or
Facebook?
What? Oh, it was Facebook.
Yeah,
okay.
it's Facebook. And that's
Wow, you very rarely do you get a Facebook blow up.
Yeah,
exactly. Because if you say TikTok 1 million views, everyone's like, all right, anybody gets 1 million on TikTok. That's
this
pretty
was
good.
Facebook, and every time we had an argument afterwards, I just did that in a video, and it blew up. It just kept going.
Yeah.
And then during the pandemic, I started making food, like comedy food videos. And
I've seen that.
Really,
I watched you do that. Yeah. People love that stuff.
People do, but people also hate it, and they don't realize that I'm out here chasing the bag. You know what I mean?
You look at me, Corey. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. That's what you do. Like I respect it. You know what I mean?
People think that's me. They're like, "That's you." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's a role I play.
Right,
like it's not. I'm not on like that 24/7."
When you find that thing in social media that works, you just have to
stick with
keep
it.
doing that. If it's selling tickets, getting butts in seats, and people are watching it and engaging with it, and you can make a little bit of money off it.
We're all trying to live in a mansion in Lutz, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Except you're gonna get killed.
Probably, yeah.
You are going to get murdered. Where are you doing these train videos?
It's in New York City.
I mean, where? What?
I go all over the city.
You're gotta be kidding me.
So I live right by a train station in New York. So if you don't know, I dress up in costumes and do bad stand up in the train.
Not on the train station, in the
on
train.
The moving train.
While people are around
people
you.
are just trying to get to work.
Angry black people are sitting around you while you're trying to there's some guy who's going to a job where he makes 60 grand and he hates his family and the whole thing, and you're dressed as Sherlock Holmes doing Sherlock Holmes jokes.
Yeah, you gotta make a living somehow in New York. You gotta pay rent. So I got to figure out actually a way to monetize these videos.
You know when your biggest video is going to be when some big black dude slams you against the window. That's when you're going to start.
I always tell the video guy, never stop recording. Please, whatever whatever happened, just keep rolling.
How bad has it gotten bad at all at any point?
It's been okay. The last 2 times I've done it, I had like a documentary team following me around. Then the other week I had some reporters follow me around, so it looked more legit.
Right.
But usually it's just me and my friend Drew or Andrew, and he's just holding the camera, and we're both just like, "Are we gonna do this?" We're like, okay.
What have you dressed up like? I saw there was like a lobster or something like that.
I did a crab.
I
did a crab. Yeah. I mean, I have a list, but I just filmed some 2 days ago. I was a TSA agent because I got recognized at the Juneau Airport as for doing this.
Juneau Airport.
And the guys, and I was like, I'm gonna be you next week. He was like, okay. So he was actually sending me some jokes, but I mean, I've done everything from a pop star to a Mormon to a banana to Ozzy Osbourne. I did Ice, Jeffrey Epstein, an Amish man, a magician, a boxer. Corey and I
so many. We did
hockey players in Toronto.
We went to Toronto. We actually wore ice skates.
And did it on the train.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
great.
it was so fun.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's like I always say, like you're right. The best video is the one where I get beat up, my butt kicked.
In Toronto, would have been an Indian man to beat us up.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, we have fun on the road, just thinking of ideas. Like,
how'd you guys hook up?
We met at a comedy club. We actually met more so doing social media videos. We kind of knew each other through that world. And then we met at a comedy club, and we're like, "Hey, you want to do shows together?" And we're like, "Yeah, let's do shows together."
Oh, that's great.
I had him on my the first show I headlined. I had him feature for me, and it just went so well that we just been doing it since.
Yeah, I remember talking to BT at Side Splitters about you. I was like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "It's just selling out. This kid's killing it." Yeah, that's great, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
What's that?
So what's up with this funny looking lesbian guy? What's up with this annoying food guy, dude?
Oh, dude, I used to. We were at FLZ at night. And, when I worked at Bubba, that was the biggest station the biggest show that they ever had. And then when Rat and Puff came in, that kind of was like the next big night show.
They were kind of shock jocks. They were like,
but I used to tell them all the time I go, I'm so jealous of the amount of ass that must be running through that radio station. That must have been the fun days.
It was when we did Green. Is Green Iguana still a thing?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I think it may still be open somewhere, but
so
like
those
maybe
guys,
the one on West Shore.
Being from Jersey, those guys would just promote their club gigs so much. And what they would do, they're not going to hear this. They're in Cherry Hill, Jersey. What they would do is they would get these fake profiles that they would start on Facebook, and they would get like a hot guy and a hot girl, and they would just friend request all the people in Tampa and be like, come out, and everyone thought they were going to meet these people. They never.
Brilliant.
They were sick every time. It's like, but everyone fell for it. But he would get the hottest people out there.
That's brilliant. That's the way to do it.
Why don't we do that to people at our shows?
Because we have wives.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't show up.
I got to tell you, there's something else about you that I can't remember.
Okay.
A lot of times I have a pretty good bank that I'm like, I got to remember next time that guy comes on the show, I got to bring this up. But it's been so long.
I think I know.
Tell me.
Is it when did you see me on the cruise?
I don't remember.
Before the pandemic or after?
Yeah, before.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say I got on the no-fly list,
Oh.
and I was like, that could be it.
That's the least
maybe
funny
that was
thing
it.
ever, dude. Because we've got to fly American Airlines now.
Oh
and I
yeah,
don't
and
know.
you're on the list.
I can't fly on Delta for the rest of my life.
What'd you do?
Oh man, I don't, we don't need to get into it.
No, it's too late now. We're into it.
I made it was during the pandemic. I
Yeah.
was making videos on social media trying to get famous, and I decided to fly home for Thanksgiving to see my parents live in Wisconsin, so New York to Milwaukee. And I got on the flight. I went into the bathroom, and I had brought with me like everything you need to cook a steak in the toilet.
All right.
And so I put in like a sterno and I lit it. Then I put the like a cookie sheet down and put a steak down, started sizzling, you know.
Wait a second. This is
in the bathroom.
In the toilet.
In the bathroom.
Oh.
And
Small
so like
toilet,
you see
yeah.
you see the cameras just on the bathroom and you see me preparing the steak. I flipped it over, poured some wine on it, you know, seasoned it. I was rinsing veggies in the sink, and then I brought it back to my seat, and that's where I stopped the video.
Right.
Like you see me carry a tray of food to my seat, you know, a nice hot steak. And then I said, follow me to see if I get banned from flying.
Guess
You
what?
manifested it.
He got
And
a
then-
call the next day.
Then the next morning, I posted the video the day before Thanksgiving. It was on a Thursday that year, so
Right.
Wednesday night. And then I woke up Thursday morning. This video had gotten pretty viral,
Yeah.
like you know, close to 100,000 views for only like 12 hours or something. And so then my phone rings, and it's an Atlanta number, and I go, hello. They go, hi, is this Marcus Monroe? I go, yeah. They go, Marcus, my name is Susanna. I'm an executive here at Delta Airlines.
Oh.
And I want to let you know we just watched your video of you grilling a steak in the bathroom. And then I put the phone down, and I'm like, guess who's flying for free now? Because I thought I would
We loved it. It's gone
I was
viral,
Diamond
yeah.
Delta, triple platinum status on Delta. I love Delta. I was
Right.
Delta loyal. And then they were like, you're on the no-fly list. I was like, what? They're like, you can't do that. Then I had to explain to them.
They don't
that-
give you you can't say, oh, I was faking it. Or
Yeah,
they don't-
That's
know.
what I would have said. I would have said, prove it.
I did. I said it was fake, and it was. What I explained to you was what happened in the video, but it was just a magic trick. Like I went to film school, so
Right.
I
That's what he got out of film school.
yeah. So I put like a flashlight in the toilet that flickered like flame, and if you watch the video, it's pretty much scrubbed from the internet, but you can still find it. It's all fake. I grilled the steak at my apartment on one side, and so I showed the side. The camera, the side that wasn't cooked, set down the cooked side. Then when I like picked the steak up, it looked like it was cooking.
You're telling me people are faking these videos?
Well, you know, so I mean,
What did they say when you told them that you?
they were like, but there could be copycats. Like I made a whole
All
video.
right, so the
explaining
warning.
it. Yeah, but like everyone's seen snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
No one's putting snakes on planes.
Steaks on a
Just
plane.
steaks on a plane isn't going to be a thing. We've had it with these steaks on this plane. So
Don't get mad at me. I'm trying to remember. Did you do magic?
juggling.
Oh,
Juggling.
yes.
Yes.
I thought he juggled on the cruise ship. I thought you
Yes.
were going to say, yeah,
yes.
he did.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but it was something. It was good though.
Thank you.
Yes,
He's
I
been
remember.
juggling since he was like 7.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, juggler guy.
Yeah,
it was
I
like something
try
like
to-
you were like, oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, juggling is something I grew up doing, and that's how I kind of developed my comedy style was through my juggling show. And I street performed, and then I worked my way up to like cruise ships,
Yeah.
corporate events. And then before the pandemic, I signed with this manager, and he was like, let's put the juggling on the shelf for a little while and just develop you as a stand-up comic because you're really funny.
Smart, yeah.
And I started writing jokes, started touring with Corey, and then I have like probably 2 hours of material now of like good stand-up that I can do. And so it's nice to always have the juggling if I ever need to go
If you
back
start
to it.
bombing, you start throwing cups up in the air.
Exactly. Totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun to do. And I always tried to create a show that any non-juggling fan would enjoy because no one's really honestly a fan of juggling, believe it or
Oh,
not.
that's not true, though.
No, I mean,
But like I hate watch America's Got Talent.
yeah.
And
Me too.
Simon's always like, I hate jugglers. I hate
Yeah.
jugglers. But you're gonna watch a juggler, and mostly you're watching the same way you watch a tightrope walker.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
to see him drop something.
Exactly. And I will never be on America's Got Talent. I don't like that show.
Nobody likes it, Joe,
Neither
but we
does he.
watch
He
it. I
hate
watch it all.
watches
I
it.
hate it.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. No, it sucks. So, but I mean, Yeah, it's fun to do. I've broken bones. I've gone to the ER doing juggling
From
things.
juggling?
Yeah, because I would always do like everyone. You just said it. Everyone wants to see the juggler that fails, and hey, I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
You know, so I would do shows. I once rode a 12-foot tall unicycle.
Okay.
I taped fireworks to a helmet, and then I juggled a prop I invented called a Norch, which is a knife and a torch.
And he has people come up to him at shows asking him about that.
About
Yeah.
the Norch.
Yeah.
Got the Norch, and then I was doing this fire stunt, the fireworks going off. I'm opening for Cake. So there's like 4,000 people
Right.
screaming, and I was supposed to go back to this ladder to help me get down from the unicycle, but I just jumped off.
Ooh.
And I'm very impulsive. I just jumped off, and I broke both my feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
my impulse was to go, you idiot.
Yeah. It was not fun. And so I just, didn't
Can
walk.
you give me a little insight on what it's like when you work on a cruise ship, where they make you sleep?
Yeah, so thankfully now, I used to be like in the bottom of the ship, like
Well, first let me go by saying that I have been on every cruise line.
Yeah.
I've been on 50, 60 cruises, maybe even more. And that Disney was by far the nicest one.
Disney's
the nicest
great.
one, yeah.
Disney's great. Carnival obviously is like the worst.
Garbage.
Like, they're trash.
Yeah.
Unless they want to pay.
Yeah. Then you'll
unless they
love them
wanna-
for a week. Yeah.
No, I once did a show on Carnival. They flew me to an island to get onto the ship, which is what they do. I was called like a fly on.
Right.
So I get on, do my show, get off at the next port.
So you have to fly like to Mexico, to Cancun or
yeah,
whatever.
that's what I would do. Yeah, I
and
would
then
do
get
that.
on and then take it. Then you go from the airport to the cruise port.
Exactly.
And then get on the cruise ship.
Do your show on
and then
no
get off at the
sleep,
next port.
and then get off at the next port.
I
Yeah.
just- Why wouldn't they just keep you on? Like, is it too expensive for them to keep you?
I never liked being on Carnival ships too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
They put me in
Was
like
it the boom boxes?
They put me in like a crew. Yeah, they put me in a crew room. Like the Filipinos are cutting each other's hair in the hallway. This is a real thing that happens. I'm not being racist.
Oh, I know, I
they're
get it,
doing
yeah.
like the crew members are cutting each other's hair. You just weird smells everywhere.
Yeah.
And then so one time I flew in to a ship on Carnival. And I got a call from the cruise director. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "We just landed. What's up?" He's like, "The captain wants to get out of here because there's a hurricane coming."
Okay.
And I'm in like Turks and Caicos. I'm in a small island. And I'm like, "All right, well, we'll be there in 7 minutes." And the cruise director's like, "Okay, cool." He calls me back 2 minutes later and he's like, "I don't even make it. We just sailed off." And I can see the ship just like slowly
Going
leaving
away,
the dock.
yeah.
And I'm just like, wait.
And you're stuck in Turks
There's
and
a
Caicos.
hurricane coming. So we were stuck in this small island in Turks and Caicos for 4 days. A hurricane came. I was on the news because I was like, I called like my Milwaukee state where I'm from Milwaukee. So
Yeah.
I called the news. I was like, I'm doing a live call in from the middle of the hurricane. And I was like, you can't just wait for us. So the total disregard for human life.
Wow.
Yeah, 4
Disney
days.
would never, dude.
Disney would never do that.
No.
Disney would
How
never.
is the Disney accommodations?
Oh, they're great. So
Are they?
right now, I've kind of worked my way up. If I do a cruise, I get a suite. It
Yeah,
has
yeah.
like a nice balcony. I got room. It's very nice now.
Oh, I love
But I
watching
love
those TikTok videos of crew members and they show you their room and there's 4 Filipinos packed in one room.
Totally. There's like a guy in the bathtub, just like, hold on,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
my first contract. I don't get anything.
Now, did I hear you say both of you guys are married?
Yeah.
What are you idiots thinking?
Yeah, well,
how old are you?
I'm 37 now.
What? Oh, well, you're a little
Yeah.
older than I
Yeah.
thought. But yeah, all right, that's all right.
I got a kid, dude. I got
Yeah.
an 8-year-old kid.
Oh, come on.
It's
It's not
yours.
yours. Because I would imagine being on the road and traveling is be the best place to pick up chicks, but now not you two.
We don't.
No.
We're so
Yeah.
lame,
No,
dude.
no.
We're here. There's Mons, Venus here, and Odyssey. We can't even go to any of them. We just go back to our
Oh,
hotel
I mean, you
room.
could go to that.
we
I mean, you
could.
could go. Yeah.
For lunch.
We play in a band, and a lot of times I'll stay in a hotel if the band's like in Sarasota or something because I'll be drinking, and everybody always just would assume that there's we're doing rock star stuff, and I always take a picture of my nightstand as Tums, and it's
His
Tums
sleep
and
apnea
a milk.
mask.
Yeah, my sleep apnea mask, and I go, there you go, rock and roll lifestyle.
I mean, it would if it was younger us that
Yeah.
was single.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. we'd have all kinds of.
We'd have all kinds of STDs.
Now, what is the thing? You go to Side Splitters through the whole weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing 6 shows. Had our first last night. It was awesome.
How was it? Was good?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Tampa. I love this crowd. I love coming to this part of Florida.
That's not what you said when I brought you to Nebraska Avenue.
No, different part.
Took me to Ybor City. It was like I walked around for a little bit.
I bet you guys are a lot of fun to see together, man.
Yeah,
right?
dude, it's a blast. We all of our, and the other guy we have with us too, Matt. His name is Matt Lopes. All of our energy is similar. It's very high energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it works with the crowd, and they don't. A lot of people that come to see me aren't expecting to, because I haven't posted a ton of my stand up.
Right. Good.
So they
don't.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They don't really know what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
So it's a pleasant surprise for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's fun.
I'm telling you, the feedback has been great, man.
Yeah.
People a lot of times will give me a every once in a while we'll get a weird, hey, you guys should go see this comic, and we'll look and we're like, this person's awful. But a lot of people came forward in the last, because you were here not too long ago.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, and people were blowing me up about it. So I'm glad we finally connected with you guys.
I think it's because people don't, like I said, my food videos are cringy.
Right.
But again, that makes me money, so I'm going to continue to do it. My comedy is so far different.
That's
than
good.
that.
Comedy's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with. You said you got like 2 hours of material. That's a long. That's a lot to work out. What I'm gonna get real into it. Talk to me about money. How you make how good is the money? You don't have to give me specifics.
It's so good.
But so
it's the best.
yeah, like I have no social media to really monetize. I have an okay following for the radio show.
Yeah.
But with guys who do this all the time, I always wonder, because you hear horror stories that they only pay you $600 per million views and all that stuff. But I mean, that's
true.
Bad.
That's sometimes that happens.
Somewhat true. That's somewhat true. I mean, the IRS knows what I make, so I could, whatever you want to know, I could tell you. I'm open book.
Okay, but give me I don't want to invade your privacy, but like
I don't have any privacy.
Okay, good. So what'd you pull in last year?
Last year I made 1.2.
Shut your goddamn face!
Yeah,
make those videos.
Exactly. That's exactly. Everyone's so when I get hate for it, like it's usually like burly men. They're like,
Yeah.
gay, and I'm like, yeah, but I live on the Upper West Side.
Good
in a
for
3-bedroom,
you.
2-story.
Good for you.
Yeah, he's got a nice apartment.
Almost 3,000 square feet in New York City.
Oh,
you know what
good.
I mean?
Oh, when you have to put a point after what you made, you're in good shape.
Yeah, so it's like that's why I do it. And now the comedy is even like not so I get to do two things I love: entertain people online, but also live. So it's great.
I don't know what you're making, but the comedy isn't paying $1 gazillion either anymore until you're at a certain level. Yeah,
until you're selling out.
Or you're selling out and doing 6 shows, then you're making some good money.
Yeah, we only have one show. The only show we have that has really tickets available. Is
it's Friday at 10 o'clock.
Tonight
at 10 o'clock. And listen, this is the only like late show we're doing.
Right.
The only other late show is 8 o'clock. And I love a wild late show on a Friday night in Florida.
You guys have the right energy for that.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to be...
we're going to juggle.
Yeah, I might. Dude, I might. I don't
Do me
care.
a favor. You know people are going to be looking for you to juggle something tonight.
Dude, that's the thing. And like, I was even talking with the boys. I was like, maybe one night this week I'll pull out some knives and start juggling just for old time's sake.
What could you juggle in here?
Anything you want. Anything that I can like... A Narcan. And I can do...
Let's start easy.
By the way, it's so funny that you say you love Friday Late Show. Yeah. That is literally the reason Steve Martin said he stopped doing comedy.
It's awesome.
We don't do a lot of late shows. It's rare for us that we do a late show because our crowd is like a 6 p.m., 8 p.m. audience. You know, like we just kind of like to go to bed early. You know.
Yeah.
And so a 10 o'clock show for us is just the most fun because we don't do them too often.
All right, coming over. These are very easy. These are hockey puck style.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is just a.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty good.
Look with the mic in between
them.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Just no hesitation. Didn't even stand back.
No, that's good.
Wow,
that's
dude.
good.
And I don't practice anymore. Like I used to practice all of the time. But do you have any like baseballs or soccer?
You got some
got knives.
Okay.
You want knives?
Yeah.
Wait, those real? Are they real?
Yeah, it's in a thing.
Oh God.
It's you got magnet hands?
Yeah.
This one I don't know. Let me close the button real quick.
Wait, this one wasn't closed?
No, man.
Oh my God.
Here, coming over. You ready?
What kind of Joe Rogan knife is that?
It's got a thing on it.
Holy cow.
And I have a gun. You want the gun?
And a cannoli.
I have a fork and a.
All right, do it over there. No, I don't want to be behind you.
Well, take it out of the case. At least make it. Make it tough.
Yeah, make it tough.
Corey's like, I made $1 million last year, bitch. Juggle your knives. This is Marcus Monroe and Corey B. They're going to be at Side Splitters, 960-1197 or sidesplitterscomedy.com. And it's Rusty, too.
It is Rusty. He doesn't have a tetanus shot.
I'm gonna get
Nothing would be worse than if you have to cancel your shows tonight because you stabbed yourself on this show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, listen. You haven't practiced in a long time.
I don't practice.
Yeah.
And it's also
Why do you have those?
9:26 in the morning.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I mean, I have
You never know.
Someone breaks in. You're like, hold on, let me run to my garage real quick.
Somebody broke in here one time while we were on the air.
No way.
Yes, we still haven't quite figured out what the situation was. Two twins that were or brothers at
The
least.
Island Boys.
No, but they were big and they were like Middle Eastern and they came in my house. It was right after the show, and my cleaning crew was here, and they came in. They're like, "Your neighbor's here. They need to call the cops. Something's on." One of my neighbors has a special needs kid, and they're Asian, so I thought maybe they needed help with something, and they didn't speak English. So I went out there, and there's just some two dudes standing in my living room, and
Middle Eastern dudes.
yeah, not like turban full Middle Eastern, but they would just definitely look like they could have been up to something.
They're like, I'm the captain now.
Yeah. And then and when they saw me, I was like, "What's going on now?" And the guy looked and he panicked and he ran, and I ran after them. And now I'm chasing these guys. And I don't even know why or what's going on. They were just in my living room.
Also, with the knives and the guns and everything else, guess what he grabbed?
Yeah.
A hockey stick?
Pool skimmer.
Oh, dang.
It was the only thing.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna hire him? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a little bit job.
You guys need a job?
And then they ran into the golf course and stole a golf cart and
This
took
is a
off.
gated community. How are they getting in here?
How are they going to get out?
So their family evidently lives in here. And so what I can gather is I think that they were on some bad drug trip, and I think they came here because they were looking for help, because they came here asking us to call the cops. And then when they saw me, they panicked. They didn't know what was going on. So I think it was all a big misunderstanding. No harm was really done. But ever since then, I have now, there is a loaded gun in every area. Those are just old school in case somebody wants to juggle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right, listen to me. I've been a fan of Marcus's for a long time.
Thank you, man.
No
I appreciate
joke.
it. That's so nice.
Everything was working against you. Marcus, so much that I sought you out on Twitter, and I'm like, I have to tell this guy how entertaining he was because I thought he was going to be so bad.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I really enjoyed it,
so
and I
much.
enjoyed the juggling. You were very funny.
Thank you.
And Corey, I'm so happy for your success,
Thank
and
you.
that you are. I really am.
I appreciate it.
Nothing makes me happier than to see guys who bust their ass, and come up with something, and the haters just let them fuel you, man.
Absolutely.
Who
Like I said,
cares?
I'm making the bags.
Yeah,
He's so funny. You got to come see us live. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
We really have the best time on the road.
I have to tell you, you guys would be somebody that I'd want to see live. It's just we have this long running joke where I tell everybody, maybe I'll come out tonight, and then by 8 o'clock I'm like, I'm going to bed. There's no way.
Hell yeah.
That's why we have a 6 p.m. show tomorrow.
Listen to me. That is more my speed these days. I can tell you.